Good morning, children. Welcome to our English grammar class. I hope you all must be doing well. Children, have you heard about the word verb? What does verb means? It refers to action words. Verb tenses are clues to help us figure out when the action in a sentence is happening. So children, in our today's class, we will learn about different verb tenses along with their examples. Now, first of all, let us see what a verb tense is. Just imagine that you are very hungry. You had pizza for dinner yesterday. So yesterday was a past event. But pizza for lunch today sounds great. You are going to have a pizza right now. So you and your friend decide that you will buy a pizza for lunch. You and your friend have decided that you will buy a pizza for lunch, which is a future event. So past, present and future are the three main verbs or the three main verb tenses in English language. Children, tenses help us understand when the action is happening or the time an action has taken place. Children, let us first talk about the simple present tense. Think about your daily schedule. What time do you wake up, eat your breakfast, or do your homework? These actions are repetitive in nature and you do them every day. Anytime you develop something of a routine, you have to use simple present tense verbs to describe it. Children, now let us see the uses of the simple present tense. It is used to show a constant practice or a daily routine. Let us see the examples given here. I watch TV every day. Ali goes to school daily. Sana reads the newspaper after getting up. Children, simple present tense is also used to express an action in present time. I eat mango. I am happy. Simple present tense is also used to tell universal truths or used for general facts. Let us see the example. The sun rises in the east. Hardware is the physical system of a computer. Plants die without water. Birds fly in the sky. Simple present tense can be used for things which one like or dislike. Let us see the examples. He likes short stories. I like ice cream. Raza dislikes lizards. We also use the simple for schedules. Example, the airplane leaves at 6 a.m. tomorrow. The school starts at 8:15 a.m. Simple present tense can be used for permanent situations. He lives in London. We use the present simple for perceptions. The food smells good. Let us now see the basic sentence structure of simple present or simple indefinite tense. Subject plus first form of the verb, that is the base form or the root verb, plus object. Rules: first form of verb is used always with the first and second person I or we and the third person plural they. The verb is used without s or es. With the third person singular, he or she, the verb is used with s or es. In negative sentences, do not is used with first person, I and we, second person, he and she, and third person, they in the plural. Does not is used with the third person singular, he, she, it. In questions, do, does are used before subjects. Verb is used without s or es. Question words why, how, where, etc. are used with do and does. Let us see some examples. Children, here are the three kinds of sentences and the use of the simple present tense in each of them. In the positive sentence, she likes flowers. They do their work on time. Negative sentences, we do not read these books. He does not play football. Interrogative sentences, that are question sentences, in which class do you read? Do I look healthy? Children, now here are some keywords that will help you recognize present indefinite or simple present tense in a sentence. Children, now let us move to the second kind of tense, that is the past tense. So children, past tense refers to a verb that expresses actions or states in the past. It is a verb form that shows action that has already taken place. It is used to denote an action that had finished or completed at a specific point of time in the past. The simple past tense describes actions and states that began and ended at a specific time in the past. Let us now see the example given over here. She played volleyball last Saturday. I went to the market. Children, now let us see the structure of the past tense. I took tea. So I is the subject, took is the second form of the verb, the past form plus tea is the object. Let us see some more examples of past tense. It stopped raining. They invited their friends. She walked to school. They watched a film. I wrote a letter. You solved a sum. Children, let us now see the time expressions or the keywords or phrases that are used in past tense sentences. Yesterday, last night, last week, 10 minutes ago, 5 days ago, 3 weeks ago, 7 years ago, and 4 months ago. Now let us see the uses of simple past tense. It is used for the completed actions that had taken place in the past. It expresses the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. Last year I traveled to Japan. The second use of the past tense is it lists a series of completed actions that had taken place in the past. These actions happened in the first, second, third, and fourth, and so on. I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. He arrived at the airport at 8, checked into the hotel at 9, and meet the others at 10. The third use of the past tense is it can be used with a duration which starts and stops in the past. A duration is a longer action often indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year, etc. See the examples given over there? Aisha studied Japanese for 5 years. They sat at the beach all day. Let us now see another use of the past tense. It is used to describe a habit which stopped in the past. It can have the same meaning as used to. To make it clear that we are talking about a habit, we often add expressions such as always, often, usually, never, when I was a child, when I was younger, etc. Let's see the examples. I studied French when I was a child. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? Past tense can also be used to describe past facts or generalizations which are no longer true. She was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. He didn't like tomatoes before. Children, there are two verbs in the past tense, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Do you know about regular and irregular verbs in the past tense? Let us see what they are. Most verbs are regular. Regular verbs are those whose past tense and past participles are formed by adding d or ed to the end of the verb. To roll is a good example of a regular verb. Roll, rolled, and rolled. Let us see more regular and irregular words. Add ed and d. Now children, let us see what are irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are common verbs in the English language that do not follow the simple system of adding either d or ed to the end of the word to form the past tense. That means the spellings can be a little tricky. Some irregular verbs follow patterns, such as drink will become drank in the past, spring will become sprang, know will become knew, and blow will become blew. But we can't use those patterns with predictability. Here you can see some more irregular verbs. The structure for the formation of sentences. Aisha did not help me. For the interrogative sentences, did Aisha help me? And with the WH word, with did as well as the object. Here are some more regular verbs. Alright children, let us now talk about the last kind of the tense, that is the future tense of verbs. Children, future tense shows the actions that will happen in the future. Refers to those actions that will take place after the act of speaking or writing. I shall play. He or she will play. In the future tense, will is added to the root verb. Let us now see the uses of future tense will. Will is used when a decision at the moment of speaking is to be taken. Julie, there's no milk. John, really? In that case, I will go and get some. It is also will is used when one is making predictions. I think the Conservatives will win the next election. It is used for a future fact. The sun will rise at 7 a.m. For promises, requests, refusals and offers. I will help you tomorrow if you love. Now let us see the structure for the formation of future tense sentences. Alright children, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.